What's going on, guys? Me, David here, back for another shave. Yes, I am in desperate need of a good shave. And once again, Moon Soaps is here to the rescue. I got the new joint from Moon Soaps Astoria. It's an aquatic. I guess that's what I've been told. I didn't care. I wanted it regardless of what the hell it was gonna be. Oh, what a nice scent this is. So, most aquatics, I don't know if you guys get that same feeling as I do, but I usually get like a little bit of a tingle in the nostrils when I smell an aquatic. That's how, even without knowing any scent notes, I would usually be able to pick on it. And this one is fantastic. It has a little bit of touch of kind of like an old school manly spicy. It has the aquatic and it has some sweetness to it. So this is a nice ass scent. I like it. If there was ever such thing as like an aquatic barbershop, that's something that I would imagine it'd be like. That's fucking good. I'm good with it. Hell yeah. So you guys always know I get excited when I get myself a Moon Soaps release. I feel like it happens so rarely, but I understand the process. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. I want more. I want more often releases, but I'm gonna be happy when I get it. This is good. This is very fucking good. I'm excited. Oh yes I am. Yes I am. And today I'm gonna go ahead and load this up with my Prometheus. I think it matches pretty goddamn perfectly now, don't it? It looks like this soap and this brush were made for each other. If there was ever going to be a collaboration, I think Prometheus and Moon Soaps could make it happen. Oh, that wouldn't make sense though, because Zach makes brushes. Well, Zach, look at this blank here. If you could recreate that, I think it'd be an awesome matching set going forward. But I don't think they do that type of stuff. But either way, so I'm going to go ahead and load this up nice and heavy. This one has one of my favorite knots available out here. It is the Odin's Beard bulb. So very rare to find a bulb knot. Nowadays, everybody has gone to that hybrid fan type style, which is fine. I do like it, but I prefer a bulb anytime. For me, I think they're a more attractive knot. I love the amount of backbone because of that shape, because of that dome shape. It allows for a less dense knot to feel like it has more backbone, more support. Now, this Odin's Beard knot is plenty backbony. It's plenty dense in there. It doesn't need the bulb shape, but I'm damn sure happy that it has it. This is their Kokum and Tallow formula. You know, Kokum, again, I'm not a big label reader. I don't really give a shit. I'm not looking for anything excessively fancy or any of that, but when I see Kokum in an ingredient list, that does make me happy. Kokum is probably, there's 3 ingredients that I like to see in shave soaps: Kokum, goat's milk, and mango butter. If I see those, daddy's happy. So load this nice and heavy. Just loading it up, it's kicking up, it's filling the whole restroom. I do like that. I am happy with this scent strength right off the bat. Look at that. That is a nice healthy load. We're gonna go ahead and get this in. I'm gonna get a little bit of water on the hands. This is all worked in. Ooh, it has been a busy time for me. We're getting close to the holidays. Well, of course, this week, my favorite holiday of the year, Thanksgiving, is going on. We're going to have a packed house. I think we're going to have around 15 people in this bitch. You never know, maybe even more. It's always a couple random surprise fucking guests somehow. I don't know why. You think it's like a late night talk show in this bitch, but no. Wait, I forgot to turn on my light. Sus. Alright, so you get a little bit more even color. So that always seems to happen, which not a problem. We make a lot of food. So we have the ability to serve a lot of people, or worst case scenario, hey, Thanksgiving food for the next 3 days after that. I am okay with that. I got absolutely zero issue with fucking with some Thanksgiving leftovers for 3 days. Mm. Perfect. I have so much hair, dude. I was all set up to do a video last Friday. I ended up having to work over at my construction job, and I'll tell you, it kicked my ass. We had that one day, Friday, to get some grading done for some new concrete. We also had to put some dowels in, which is pretty much getting rebar, hammering them into the existing concrete that's staying, so that the new concrete being laid is almost makes it like one unit. It helps reinforce it, bring it all together. Well, it was definitely a job for 3 guys. There was only 2 of us, so we had to fucking move our ass. So hammering in those dowels, we drill a hole, hammer in there. They got to be nice and tight, but having just thousands of swings with that damn sledgehammer, because it was a pretty large area of parking lot that we had to do it. We had hundreds of dowels to add in there, on top of all the grading. So again, we're leveling everything out, making sure everything is even as possible, and it has to be that 5 inches, 5 to 6 inches thick area for commercial concrete. So it was an ordeal. So doing that, then straight after that, and it was far. It took me an hour and a half to get home. So you can imagine, I also had to drive that hour plus to get there, on top of picking up materials and all that good stuff. So it was probably about a 14-hour day with just dealing with work stuff. Then we had our playoff football game. Spoiler alert, we did lose that game. It was unfortunate, but I was there. I was dying. I was exhausted. I was so exhausted at the end of that day. I was literally starting to like exhibit like flu symptoms. I was sneezing and coughing. I felt feverish. My throat was hurting. It was fucking weird. Hadn't eaten all day either. I worked through my lunch break just to get the work done. Came home, I ate, slept for a few hours. Then I woke up like at 2 in the morning, wide awake. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing awake? But just with that kind of nap and eating, I felt good again. Like I was straight. There was no problems. I was no longer coughing, sneezing, didn't feel feverish. The throat wasn't hurting. I was fine. I was like, whoa. Like my body was just broke down at the end of that day. Very, very interesting feeling. I shouldn't have worked myself like that. I should have took better care of myself. I didn't drink enough water. I should have took my breaks, because it was back-breaking work, dude. It was some real stuff. This is a lot of hair. I had a lot of growth. So that brings me to my point of that story. I already knew what I was going to shave with that day. I was going to do a video when I got home, thinking I was still going to be fine. I wasn't. So by the time I got home, it was already 10 o'clock at night. So I was going from 4 a.m. till 10 o'clock at night. I was done. There was no video happening that night. But I came home and I was just feeling absolutely shitty. And then just with everything else being as busy as it has been, I didn't get anything fit in from that point either. But here I am. It's Saturday. I'm probably going to go out right now and buy the last few things that we need for Thanksgiving. Excited because AJ's coming home. It's always good to see him. And then I just really love cooking Thanksgiving dinner. It's kind of my thing. Oh, just look at that. Missed a little spot right there. It happens. I was digging through so much. I wasn't sure if that was left over, but I'll go ahead and get that on um, this next pass. No real biggie. Really like this scent. Now, it's a little weird. Not really for me because I'm in California, so the whole wearing certain scents during certain seasons doesn't really matter. Like, tomorrow's gonna be fucking 79 degrees. So, you tailoring my scent to the season doesn't make sense here. But I know some people around the country do. So, releasing an aquatic at this time is a little strange, but also Moon Soaps is a California company. So, I guess it kind of makes a little sense that they want to actually exactly adhere to that whole seasons shit. Beautiful. God. I love the feel of that. That brush, it's fucking excellent, man. That is an excellent, excellent brush. Very nice. Beautiful. I'm loving it. So, I was checking out the Canadian Mafia Discord. If you're not part of the Canadian Mafia Discord, check out their Instagram. Has a link to the Mafia Discord, I believe, in their profile. Some pretty much the same talk that happens in every other group happens there, but everybody always has to create a new one because they want to take some ownership for some shit or feel like they're in control of something. I guess I don't know. I don't know why we keep popping up with new shit, but hey, everybody wants their own thing, so alas, here we are. But if you want to go check that out, Canadian Mafia Discord. And there's a little verbal skirmish between Pete over at Hendrix and Heather over at Zingari. Um, I don't go there very often because again, the same shit talk happens kind of anywhere, except you don't see Heather talking too many places because she doesn't like a lot of places. She likes to tell everybody that a lot of men are threatened because she's a strong woman, so she doesn't feel very welcome most places. Whatever. Take that for whatever that's worth. So, if you're a Facebook fan, you won't see her very often. You'll see her over on Instagram. She's usually in the comments. And Pete from Hendrix had a little bit of a complaint of something that I noticed that she's done many times before. So, what Heather does, it's very uncommon amongst artisans, is she seems to enjoy to publicly comment and or correct things that other artisans are doing. Now, usually when artisans, typically, which is good form, artisans will talk behind the scenes if they have a disagreement or they want to discuss something. Usually, Heather doesn't do that. She usually just does it in comment sections, particularly in lives or going in on chats. And Pete decided to comment on that he doesn't like that she does that. And it's funny because the conversations behind the scenes between me and my buddies, we've noticed this for, I don't know, better part of a year or two. And so we found it absolutely hilarious that, it's not just us noticing. Now, if you ever watch the Canadian Mafia show, Zingari is a sponsor of that show. So we're pretty surprised that there was no admins in there to stop it in because, one thing, have you ever seen that? If Heather comes a-calling, the Canadian Mafia goes a-running. It's really amusing. There's no bigger fans and protectors to the Heather brand than the Canadian Mafia. Is baby leaving?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, baby was leaving, so I had to go say bye real quick. So that was also another little amusing thing. And also another thing that Pete mentioned is anytime that often when he's trying to tell people about his product, she'll kind of slide in there and mention something that goes on with her stuff. And because of her funky ass social media behavior, there's a lot of people that won't fuck with her and buy her stuff. Which I've never talked to Pete about that stuff, but I can confirm I am one of those individuals. But because of how she behaves, I don't buy her things. I don't buy off of her. So it's kind of interesting. I'm like, God, I wonder who the hell else. Because you guys know me. If you're watching this, I'm gonna tell you if it was me that told Pete. But I don't have conversations with Pete like that. I've talked to him a couple times, but I wouldn't even consider him a friend. He's an acquaintance. I don't know it, but it's just really interesting how people that don't have conversations like this together can have the exact same feelings about what's going on. So that was just it was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. I enjoyed it. And it's so uncommon for artisans to fucking throw somebody under the bus like that, to put it out there like that, because typically it's good form. If you're in the business, you're in the hobby together, you guys will talk behind the scenes about a little bit of a little disturbance in the force. No, Pete decided, like, listen, I'm tired of your shit, this is what's going on. It was really, really good. And I was just shocked that the Canadian Mafia didn't step in there and kind of like save the day and dismiss it. But no, Pete actually, instead of continuing on and being too bad with it, he's like, let's go ahead, we can move on with this. And then the normal, every other fucking shade group conversation started happening. And all of this was started over some disagreements on fucking soap making. It's like, so a very entertaining thing happened over a conversation that I had no fucking interest in whatsoever. You know, you always have those little happy surprises. Very, very nice. The last video I did was, I think, 27 minutes, and Shady yelled at me after that, so I decided to go ahead, now that I've been talking through most of this video, kind of speed it up, because then I don't want him to lambaste me later. Shady can be very hurtful sometimes, and he seems to enjoy it. There we go. All right, so that's the end of the third and final pass. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse this off and come back for the final thought. All righty, we are back. Going to shake this up. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to shake this. Does it say shake well? Oh no, it just says don't ingest. Oh yeah, shake well before use. So don't eat this motherfucker. So again, guys, I have never called, contrary to popular belief, I've never called for any type of boycott or tell people to stop liking anybody or stop using products, because it's something that I do. So, mind you, I was just sharing some of my opinions on what happened and how it correlates to some of my own thoughts. And, you know, if you enjoy Zingari, continue to buy it. Hey, use what you like. I've always liked her stuff. Her not so much, but I think her product is good. I really do. But again, I have so little money to go around that's extra. I'm going to make sure that my money is going towards artisans that I fuck with, people that I fuck with, like Moon Soaps, like Peter Charkalis. Now, you could feel however you want about them. I have my own feelings. I build my own relationships with people, and that's just how it's going to be. And I encourage you to do so as well. So my money, make sure what little I have to kind of spread around, it goes towards people that I fuck with, people that I know appreciate me. And that's just the way it's always going to go. This Moon Soaps set was absolutely fucking fantastic. It is a sweet, manly, aquatic. Literally, if there were such thing as an aquatic barbershop, this is what I would imagine it would be. It is masculine. It has some brightness to it. It has that aquatic feel to it. So because it kind of has like that, I wouldn't say Old Spicy, maybe some. It's actually not that far off from being able to wear it during the winter because it does have that old man spicy ness to it. So definitely not a far off item to be able to use during this during the holiday season. I see no problem with it at all. Of course, we got that nice splash, which thank the Lord they have now. And I'm good. What a fucking hell of a shave. My skin feels fantastic. The shave was fantastic. The scent was fantastic. I think we had some good conversation today in this episode. So, with that being said, guys, if you made it to this point of the video, thank you so much. You know how much I fucking appreciate you. We're going to keep on rolling. These videos, God, again, it's like a Dr. Phil session. Nah, isn't he a son of a bitch? Oh, no, Dr. Oz is a son of a bitch. I don't know. Fuck all those guys. But, thank you so much for everything. I really do appreciate y'all. So with that being said, stay safe, stay healthy. I'll catch you on the next shave.